ball passes close to the bat and need to check the without range.
ऐसा लग रहा है म्यूट का
He certainly bowled to his field, didn't he? The three fielders out on the leg side followed him as well, cranked him up for room. That's the most important thing, especially what a skipper wants and a head coach as well. Set your field accordingly and bowl to the plan. The Jazz Fun Pulse question is now live on the Jazz website. Go to www.fanpulse.jazz.com.pq and answer the question and win exciting prizes. What those prizes are, we're still not sure. Hopefully they're exciting. Good over so far. Wicket just singles. And another single. So 4 runs off that over. It's 130 for 4.
That changes everything.
मुझे पॉइंट्स कितने हैं?
अरे वो
क्या है?
बोल तो लेकिन
खिलौना खिलौना है खिलौना है लो वो फोन किसी काम का नहीं जिसमें ग्रिल बस है क्रिकेट का असली ग्रिल बस डाउनलोड now.
That'll be wide. Ashton Turner into the attack, the captain of the Sultans. A little bottom edge through the keeper's legs, and he's running away and will be a boundary. Into Carlos Brathwaite.
Yeah, a little under edge. I've actually seen Ashton Turner get more swing than Robin Seamers with that one finger in swing at the left-hander.
Tapal tea, there it is. Time for the guests to enjoy one of those. Pakistan's #1 tea brand is Tapal Dadada. And they are at the Tapal Tea Lounge. It's a beautiful night. So this game, Carlos, at an interesting stage. You can see what the Kingsmen have tried to do. They've really tried to attack with the bat tonight after their first couple of games, but just maybe lost a couple too many wickets. There it is, another big six, Ashton Turner. Length ball and got the treatment.
The intent continues. This time trying to turn it away from the left-hander. Massive shots at Ali again.
So good over there for the Kingsmen. 144 for 4 after 13.
पावर पे और ट्रेन करता है उसे लगता है वो होता है लेकिन नहीं
उस गाड़ी में एक लड़के की लाश मिली। Do not say I shall bleed disappointed.
Starting off the over, that's well played, stayed low. Selfie moment with Vigotel smartphone. Vigotel Pakistan is the official smartphone partner of this PSL season. Wide delivery. Good tactics. Throw the odd one wide, mix it up a little bit.
You mentioned also it's in a nice position. One where you can tell if the Kingsmen are really committing to this newfound intent of this third game. Or it was a little bit of a bluff. Can they finish well? I like this option from Ashton Turner. We also talk so much about matchups. Get the left arm orthodox in. Let him be wily. Don't hit the slightly bigger side and mix it with more slow sidey off stuff.
Pushing for 2, but never there. Club Pepsi, this is where we need you, Nick Carlos. Lively atmosphere out there in the Club Pepsi. A little bit of Caribbean colour out there. There's that odd wide one, but on that occasion, too wide.
Yeah, this is when you prey on the batter's ego. Just as much as you know as a skipper, as a bowler, that's a good matchup. The batter knows. He feels the pressure.
Pulled away and in the gap, 4 more runs. That takes the Kingsmen to over 150. Still plenty of deliveries to come as well.
There's good control from Rajabfoodshow. We know his power. He just felt as though beating with helps just a touch. Whether it be hard or off the track. But he controlled it nicely, picked the gap. Doesn't always have to go for 6. I'm going to disturb confidence in the rise just as much.
On down the pitch and hit extremely well. Geez, that is beautiful batting by Shajil to finish that over. 158 for 4.
Watch all the live action from HPL PSL 11 on Crickbuzz 2.
$158 for 4. And they are motoring the Kingsman. Still 6 overs to go. And the last delivery of the previous over, Shajil coming down the track, getting closer to the ball, but there's not much spin tonight, so almost just hitting through the line. Cleared the boundary by a long way. With it, Carlos, 220, 230 from here.
Yeah, you're thinking at least 10s if they had another wicket in hand, maybe closer to 12, 12 and a half. 13 would be fantastic, but I think current run rate gets up 2, 2, 3. That's what we need to be aiming for, at least a minimum. It's about being smart with it as well. Yes, as a West Indian, I love to see 6s back to back to back. Viewers would love to see that as well. But from a team perspective, you look at who's to come. Shazam, maybe a war one more, maybe not. Mohamed Nawaz is a good matcher. Good 4 good deliveries in the second over and finish with 10. That's what you can think of it. You can maximize the back end of the over, even if you don't get off to the best start.
Just those bowling figures, no one's safe, whether it's spin or pace on. Charged up the Kingsman Osaka edition. Like and follow Osaka Batteries Facebook, Instagram page. Answer a simple question and get a chance to win exciting prizes. The backup competition. Oh, where's that? Hit Shazam. He's not limping. Thought it might have got him in the ankle.
Was the name of the Pakistan football team. Nice backhand to run off. Saving 4. We're talking about saving boundaries. This is making boundaries. Using the feet. Predicting the pace off from the spinner. Using his feet and not trying to close the angle, but enjoying the angle wide to be able to get his hands through and then drag it over long on.
And 15 gone now. This scoreboard is motoring on 164 for 4. Siddle, 1 for 24 of his 2. Slow ball there from Peter Siddle. Another slow ball. Beautiful length. So Peter Siddle, he's just, I don't know whether you've seen much of him lately, Carlos, but he's 41 years of age, and everyone's expecting him to finish playing T20 cricket. He just keeps going. Third slow ball in a row, just short of Stephen Smith.
Yeah, just played a Legends League with him, and it looks as good close up as it does from afar and from where the box to be fair.
Content creation is finally bearing fruit. Vigo tell Pakistan giving every creator a chance to win big this PSL season. Pace on, and again down to Stephen Smith, so it's a good over so far from Siddle. Just the 3 off.
And what I like about how he's continued to evolve, the pace has not dropped. He's smart and the experience is there, obviously. He's developed a couple of slow balls. We've seen a couple on the show today. He's putting it all together nicely as a package.
Brilliant from Siddle. There they are, the guests enjoying Pakistan's #1 tea brand, Tapal Danadar, at the Tapal Tea Lounge. Lots of smiles and will sip beautiful. Another slow ball, off pace from Peter Siddle. They needed that. The Sultans are quite over, 168 for 4.
Well, 4 overs left, 168 for 4, and they're in a wonderful position, the Kingsmen. High in the air, a bit of work to do in the outfield, and it will plug between both fielders. So perfectly timed.
Yeah, they can get to 210 easily, even with this run rate. 10.52, they have 6 wickets in hand. This partnership is looking really good and dangerous for Hyderabad. 43 of 31. Batters to come: Imran Khan Niazi, Hassan Khan, and then of course Dikshana.
You can understand why he wants to hide it outside the off stump, simply because of the 3 fielders out on the deep in the offside. Jill and Said Ali. Partnership is building, but we need to go a bit bigger. Bowled him. The perfect Yorker. Right at the base of the stumps. And he's got him perfectly.
Yeah, ideal situation to get a wicket. That Mohammad Wasim's second wicket, quick Yorker, 140 kilometers an hour. Right in the block hole. This is good bowling. Experience, here we go. Missed it completely, Saab. Did okay. 121 strike rate, got 23 runs. He has to go back to the dressing room now. On Hyderabad, 171 to 5.
Irfan Niazi out in the middle. He's back to the length again. And just 23 years of age, 9 ODIs and 14 T20s for Pakistan. Well, this was a sting delivery. 141 kilometres an hour. That's a good bumper.
Yeah, over so far. Only 3 runs conceded and got a wicket too. He's sprinting in. Irfan Niazi, 23 years old. Recently captained Pakistan emerging team to a title win in the Asia Cup in Qatar. Previously played for Karachi Kings in DSL, so that's his first season for Hyderabad. Gun fielder, can bat.
It's a good opportunity, isn't it, for all these young players with the new franchise coming in? Because all of a sudden then they can hopefully play a whole season instead of coming in and out of the more established sides. Hopefully it's the start of their wonderful career. Parkview City free hit for fans. Visit the Parkview City Facebook page and answer the question and get a chance to win a prize at the end of the match. Wicket that over. And just the 5 runs. It's 173 for 5. Oh dear, full toss. And he has equipped himself perfectly by hitting that all the way.
Yeah, the towel suggests that he might be a little bit of dew on offer. You feel that he was looking for that Yorker, missed completely. But more importantly, Sharjeel, he was up to the task. No doubt they'll check that waist-high full toss. Just been the 9 runs so far in the last 2 overs. And they were nicely poised at 164 before after 15.
Look
Yeah.
like a no ball.
And you feel that that is definitely a no ball.
So it's a
Six
no
on the
ball.
first ball.
Gap stand by. Make the signal.
Oh no, no ball at this stage of the game, and that got hit for a 6-2. First ball. So still 6 deliveries to go, 6 runs on the board, and a free hit. Win-win.
And a warning as well. So he's going to have to make sure that his hand is very dry and try and get as much moisture out of the ball that he can. So 2 fielders out on the offside, 3 out deep on the leg side. In the slots, is it enough? Yes, it is. Well, that is a costly delivery.
Well, talk about a momentum swing. I mentioned that it was a little bit subdued in the last 2 overs. And all of a sudden, 12 of just the 1 delivery. They'd be very, very pleased. The Kingsman got off to an absolute fly in the power play. Maintained that momentum in the middle phase and really getting it on now in the back end.
Especially this man, Sharjeel, is looking really good. 34 of 18 deliveries, a rare dot ball from Shahzad, who went for 43 in his 3.2 overs. So 186 now, after these 2 more overs to come. They're looking good to go to at least 215 to 217 with the both those wickets.
Free hit for fans, winner prize contest 2 is the most prolific batter for the Multan Sultans in HBO PSL history. He threw the kitchen sink at it, didn't he?
Was right in his slot as well. I think he just lost his balance. He was he's trying to hit it too hard. He was right there in the slot. He could have gone mid-on, straight. The idea was obviously to go to edge mid wicket, and hence he's got the inside edge.
See the first delivery that slipped out of his hand went for 133 kilometres. The last few deliveries have been slower deliveries. Into the pitch. Does he still do that? Mid-off is up. Well, he's done well to get himself in the way of that one. Well, make sure you get in front of the ball to stop it. That is the most important thing as a bowler, right?
Fifteen runs from the over, 2 balls to go. He's got 2 fielders you can see on your screen. One at mid-on and one at mid-wicket on the boundary. Full toss again. Another boundary. What's happening?
Well, I'm going to say this is dangerous as well. He's looking to a square umpire. I don't know if it should be classed as a dangerous delivery. It's so far outside of the off stump.
Definitely a no ball, so they might have to go another ball. 15 runs from the only 2 balls.
Obviously the ball is above the waist height, so it's a low ball.
as a bowler. No ball. 2 balls to go, Ashton Turner. Take it easy, buddy. He was about to come to bowl.
The bowler, please.
After him.
Yeah, just hold on. I would like to have a look at
This
it
is
from
what
the
they're
pitch, whether
just
the ball is
concerned about.
close to the body or not. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
It looks like because it was away from the batter and it's not deemed dangerous. Still a no ball, still a free hit. 20 runs off this over so far. 2 deliveries left. Oh, this is a free hit and tapped over the bar for another 6. Oh dear.
Yeah, it's been a monstrous over. Talk about a swing for the Kingsman. They certainly needed this just to create that momentum in the back part of this innings. And Sharjeel has played an outstanding hand. A few gifts on offer, a few no balls, but more importantly, those free hits have been taken with both hands.
Remember, he hasn't played HBL PSL for 3 years. Comes back in, and what an impact. Over the offside now with ease. What an innings. 49 of 23 deliveries. It's 203 for 5.
Okay, that changes everything.
मुझे पॉइंट्स कितने
अरे वो तो क्या है
अरे वो तो लेकिन
अरे तुम्हारा फोन है खिलौना है यार लो
वो फोन किसी काम का नहीं जिसमें ग्रिल बज लगे क्रिकेट का असली ग्रिल बज डाउनलोड हो गया
Siddle. Leg cut up. Went like a bullet.
And a free hit. It wasn't a free hit, there was a ball before. This was the last ball of the last over. They did nicely, balance, full toss, over extra cover, no fielder there. 30 runs from the previous over of Shahzad. And they're on 204 now, Hyderabad. This is good cricket from them, good comeback so far as far as batting concerned.
Yeah, but one thing to keep in mind is the amount of dew already that they're seeing. So they'll want to score as many runs as they can. Try to thread it through the needle there. 50 up for Sharjeel. It's his 5th 50 in HBL PSL. Go along with his 2 centuries.
He's also the one who's got first 100 in PSL in the season 1 for Islamabad United. That's where they won the trophy as well. But what an innings coming back to Sharjeel. 50 of 24, strike rate of 208 with 3 fours and 4 massive sixes.
You have to remember that he's normally used to opening batters, so coming in at number 5 is a completely different proposition as this is dispatched with ease.
Right in the zone that we look for a hit, especially in the last 2 overs. And Imran is Irfan is a very good player. And looking at delivery, the idea was maybe the slow ball, let it didn't happen, play it on the up. Beautiful shot, straight, low, 93 meters, it's a big hit.
Looks like they'll have to find a new ball as well. you would expect that it's a little bit harder as well. Even though we're in the 19th over, find some a ball that
The ball with the blue marker on it. 11 of the ball with it.
will create your content with any Interx product or logo. Post it on social media and win a complete Interx solar system. That is very handy right now.
I can vouch for that. I have their solar panels at my place in Karachi. Very good.
Electricity bills, cost of living goes up. Gotta be smart.
So energy. Exactly. Forex is the best. This partnership is actually unbelievable between these two. 40 of just 15 deliveries.
Siddle. What does he do? On off, his back on the boundary, deep mid wicket, deep 45, and deep cover. Looking for two, and they'll get it. You have 30 minutes to answer the Jazz Fun Pulse question. Go to www.fanpulse.jazz.com.pq, answer the question, and win exciting prizes. Clever. Very clever. Give me the ball back. Away I go again.
Yeah, it's probably been the delivery that has brought about the greatest success for Peter Siddle. But more importantly, when he gets the right length, it's the most important part. We saw it. Kajil or Naizi rather dispatch him over his head when he missed his length. Not much in terms of those wickets, been an outstanding surface.
Considering the way they are going, Hyderabad 11th from it, 19 ball, 214 for 5.
Last over. 214, and even though it was wide and he tried to hide it, Niazi has done very well to get a good piece of bat onto it.
Yeah, it's certainly going the way of the Kingsman at the moment. Everything working for them in this last couple of overs. It was great execution from Wazim, but more importantly, he got all that he needed to find the boundary. Hit Niazi.
Just a single. This will be the highest total we've seen in this edition of the HBL PSL.
2 wickets for Singh. That's his biomechanics. The front leg is obviously not raised. That's his action, good follow through. What a complicated action ball, I must say. 2 for 31 is in 3.2 overs. And again, Hyderabad, it really batted well especially after losing first 2 games. They're in control so far.
The person batting first is helpful. This is his action. A lot of people think ready. Doesn't mean you're going to bowl fast, but he shows that 140 clicks is quite easy.
It is. It depends on direction. You don't have to have a locked front leg or the base front leg. Look at his. This is normal, but that's the follow through, the action, the rotation of his arm, and from where he releases the ball, everything matters. And again, the bend. That's a good delivery. This is a good Yorker with brisk pace from Wasim Jr. 140 almost 141 kilometers an hour. Good overs, 640.
Yeah, wicket so far. There followed Usman Khan, then the Yorker. He seems to go to that a fair bit, especially at the death. Trust that skill. 2 deliveries left. What can Hyderabad eke out of the last 2? Slower delivery and just over Ashton Turner.
Well, we saw a couple of great Yorkers that he executed in his first couple of deliveries in the last over. Ups for the change-up. And Niazi, well, he's up to the task. Nice little pause, gets deep in the crease. And enough elevation out of the middle of the bat and gets another boundary.
My question is, JP, if you got pace and you got good Yorker with control, why not bowl that and take a risk? Why bowl the unnecessary slow ball? Heavy ball, perfect Yorker, good pace, good comeback. 20 overs gone now. One more ball to come. Oh, it's done. 225 for 5. Shajil has looked really good, 51 of 26, and Niazi supported him well, 22 of just 13.
Well, what a wonderful first innings for Hyderabad Kingsman, in the fact that they've struggled with the bats. No batter had scored over 35 in their first 2 games, but constant contributors throughout the batting order. They got off to an absolute flyer, and then they were able to keep things going, even though they lost a couple of wickets around the same time. There's a fair bit of dew around, so that is what Multan Sultans will be hoping for.
Well, certainly a better looking scorecard for the Kingsmen. Certainly the momentum was set up front by Sam Ayub and Sadakat. Got off to a fly in that power play, led by Sadakat, 62 of 26. And an outstanding finish by Sharjil, coming into the side for this encounter and finishing off beautifully. Well, the partnerships, it was certainly needed. We had mentioned earlier, but nobody really got over that 30-run mark in the first 2 games. And everyone contributed really. Great start and a great finish. Creates momentum into the second part of this game.
For the Sultans, well, 6 bowlers used. Ashton Turner for the first time. First time he's actually bowled 3 overs since 2023. Wasim Jr., the pick of the bowl was there, 2 for 37. And from an economical point of view, Ashton Turner 1 for 28. Well, Sharjil has done very well, 51 off 26. Now let's get a reaction and head down to Narrowly Meadows.
I've got Hyderabad coach Jason Gillespie with me. Dizzy, that's a bit better, isn't it? 225 on the board.
Yeah, the boys got underway. I think scoring runs, getting our top order to fire was probably something that we spoke about in our team discussions. You know, and the batting group spoke about that. It was nice to get off to a nice start and then continue on. And you know, we brought in Shajil specifically for that role to look to impact in the middle and take on the left-arm spinners, and he did it beautifully.
Well, tell me a little bit more about that, because he's playing out of position. He's usually a top order bat.
He is, yeah. So he's an opener, but we feel we've got enough cover there at the top of the order. And we thought he's a good striker of the ball, and we thought with Multan that we anticipated they were going to play a lot of slow bowlers, particularly left-arm spinners, and we thought the left-handed matchup could work. So we had the left-right combinations going, and then we sent him in with a clear role to get on with it, and he did just that.
And what about the youngster, 20 years of age, Mars Sadaka? Tell me a little bit more about him, because some of those sixes were crisp.
They certainly were. He hit the ball hard. He was a beautiful bat swing. He missed the first game. He had a little niggle in his side, and the game the other night, he wasn't able to bowl. We weren't quite ready for him to unleash. So you may see him with the ball in hand tonight, and he's able to field fully now. So he's back to his best, and look, he did that beautifully. Got us off to a wonderful start.
So we look ahead to the chase. Riley Meredith with the new ball up against Steve Smith.
Yeah.
A couple of players that you're very familiar with. How's that matchup going to go?
Oh, look, but hopefully it goes Hyderabad's way, that's for sure. But it certainly, look, Smithy's a quality player. They've got a lot of quality. We know we're going to have to bowl well to compete here. But we feel we've got a score on the board, and hopefully we can defend it.
And Heath Spitchener, he came in and did beautifully. Even on a hat-trick in the last game.
Yeah.
What's his role tonight?
Yeah, it'll be much of the same. If you can impact with some wickets, I think we'll use the surface there. I think what we're seeing is that if you bowl into the pitch, top of the stumps, it looks pretty hard to score at times. So we'll certainly be looking to do that and mixing up our pace, both seam and spin.
Appreciate your time. All the best.
Thank you.
Well, Hyderabad Kingsman scored 130 the first game, 134, and now the highest total for this edition of the HBL. So Multan Sultans will need 226 to win. We'll be back right after a break.
Okay, that changes everything.
मुझे पॉइंट्स कितने हैं?
I don't know क्या है?
वो तो लेकिन
ये तुम्हारा फोन है या खिलौना है यार?
वो फोन किसी काम का नहीं, जिसमें गेंदबाजी हुई। क्रिकेट का असली गेंदबाज डाउनलोड किया।
to the Gaddafi Stadium. Hyderabad Kingsman had a good total of 225, so Multan Sultans will need 126 of 120 deliveries. Now it's walking with the champion, Ramiz Raja, and remember the name, Carlos Brathwaite.
Well, as you can see, it's a massive mismatch. I mean, we're talking about an A380 versus a submarine. It's a no contest. We win this hands down, by the way, Carlos. Welcome to Pakistan. Let's talk a little bit from that. Remember the name. I mean, the feelings, the pressure you were under, and what happened.
Yeah, it was a prominent to remember. Obviously a lot of people remember the name and the commentary, but for me, what I think I take away from it, it was me wielding the yellow in the combination of what was a fantastic year for West Indies cricket. So I never ever want my efforts to overshadow the under-19 team that won it for the first time, and up until today, it's still the only time the West Indies women who also won it for the first time as well. So as an association, and can I say country, because a country is a collection of islands and countries, but as West Indies cricket team and fraternity, to be able to win every World Cup that we participated in that calendar year, I think was special. And I guess zooming in on myself a little bit more and walking up to bat, we worked really hard just finishing the innings. That was my role. It was very clear I'd be successful against South Africa in the competition before. And I failed against Afghanistan. So I had a little bit of both on the winning end, on the losing end, and it just a moment of clarity needed.
Yeah.
I was in Marley.
Staying in the moment.
Correct. He was supposed to win the game.
Yeah.
He didn't read the script. So he chucked me in the deep end. Thankfully, stayed across swim territory and swam home safely. But yeah, as a night I always remember.
We remember that too. I was there as well. You come from Barbados, it's an island that has got rich history and legacy. We're talking about the greats of the game, not only the West Indian greats, but the world over, from Gary Sobers to Wes Hall to Malcolm Marshall, Gordon Greenwich, Desmond Haynes, who else? I mean, the list continues to grow and grow. I mean, did that excite you as a youngster that I want to be part of that rich history and legacy?
Yeah, it's inspiring because as a youngster, you come from a small village. I would say it was lower middle class, so there are extreme stories of poverty, but my mom and dad, they fought tooth and nail to provide for me. So I didn't get everything that I wanted, but I got everything that I needed. And they instilled certain principles, and one of it was you can conquer the world. Now, being from a small village and being told you can conquer the world, there's a big missing piece somewhere in between there, and those legends made you feel as though you could touch conquering the world. So if they didn't walk, I or my generation couldn't run. And I think when you look back at what you want to give to the game, and probably finish playing now with any legacy building component, but you hope that whatever you do in the game, you could potentially pass down to the next generation what the previous generation did for you. So those guys were massive when it comes to making success and excellence look even remotely touchable.
All right, okay. Quickly, because, I mean, you built for the kill for T20, we know that. But 3 test matches and 3 50s. And what got you away from test cricket and into T20 cricket? I mean, that was a phenomenal start.
Selectives.
You're always putting in the backside, aren't it?
Yeah, I don't like to regret things because I feel as though everything happens for a reason. But as close as it comes to regret is not playing more test cricket. I absolutely love the longest form of the game. My bowling was horrendous in test cricket, I must admit. But as a batter, even batting in the lower order, I always challenge myself technically. And then there's so many guys behind me, you feel behind the stump. There's no one in front of it, so they play the shots and enjoy it. And I did enjoy test cricket. Unfortunately, didn't get a chance to play more.
Thank you, Carlos, for your time, and we'll chat again.
For sure.
So there we go, big run chase coming up. The Sultans need 226 runs to win at a run rate of 11.3 It's a very, very flat pitch, fast outfield, so that is completely possible. And the Kingsmen, led by Marnus Labuschagne, come out to field, defending that big total with JP Duminy. You'd be pretty comfortable having that amount of runs on the board, but having said that, it does look like a very, very good pitch.
Yeah, it certainly is. And a little bit of dew around as well, which tells a story that it might come on nicely. You did the pitch report a little bit earlier, and you spoke about the fact that this looks like an absolute belter. And 226, well, that tells the story. Well, Farhan, he's got a point to prove in a new team alongside Stephen Smith. He's been in prolific form in the past 12 months. Highest run scorer in the T20 World Cup for Pakistan. All to play for a year. They've got off to a great start with the Multan Sultans in their first encounter. With a different challenge year. Those are his numbers, healthy strike rate. For Islamabad United as well. Now Steve Smith, he debuted in PSL 11, just his second match. Got off to a nice start in the opener. Fortunately, couldn't carry it on. But huge amounts of experience. And a man who knows all about experience, particularly in the power play. Mahishtik Shana had a great outing. The ball in hand, 2 for 24, needs a lot of 4-overs. You want him to break this partnership early on.
When he's on the money, pretty much a seam-up delivery or a backspinner possibly, but would have hit middle of the leg. That's his job, really mix it up, keep those stumps in play. Interesting, they're starting with slower bowler. No one was safe when the Sultans were bowling, whether it was spin, whether it was pace on, everyone went for it just about 10 runs and over. So it really is an excellent surface. Smith on strike. Swinger and past the field. Maybe a slight misfield. There was something on it which may have prevented the boundary, but Steve Smith's away with 2 off his first delivery.
And this is why he starts with the new ball, the ability to bowl that seam-up delivery and swing it back into the right-hander. And he'll be very disappointed that his fielders are not backing him up. Brings mystery into the fold. An outstanding T20 record, both around the circuit as well as international.
There it is, that little in-swinger again. I did do the pitch, JP, and I must admit I thought it was going to be a great surface against the new ball, and then I thought it might just slow up when the ball got, you know, into the 10th, 15th over. But it didn't really. It really stayed nice and true, seemed to be coming on, so... And that's reflected in the score that's on the board right now. 225 the Kingsman made. He's very aggressive. That's his role in the power play, especially against pace. Pulls and cuts. Loves to play the slog sweep. Who doesn't? Gives himself a little bit of room, Stephen Smith. Inside edge.
I simply think this is where Tikshana can be really destructive, particularly when he has a little bit of runs behind his name. Particularly from a Kingsman point of view, they've got a huge total. It allows for him to be aggressive. Well, in his stock deliveries, particularly with the new ball, which is a swinging ball.
Straight to the field. Reasonable start there. Just the 6 off after the first.
लाइव कुछ लोगों को ऑप्शन ही नहीं देते।
लाइव से ऑप्शन दिए नहीं, लाइव को ऑप्शन दिए जाते हैं।
Riley Meredith to Stephen Smith. Ooh. Gave it the big heave-ho, and that'll be a boundary. Didn't quite get it where he wanted to, but got the result.
Continuing on his merry way is Stephen Smith. He's had an outstanding T20 year, which earns him an opportunity in PSL 11. That's a side that he favours highly, is that leg side. Does have that shuffle onto off stump, just opens up that left leg. Finds his first boundary of the evening.
He realises that it's a very true surface and can trust the bounce, the pace. Oh, have a piece of that! Stephen Smith's first 6.
Yeah, no doubt would have faced him, and the BBL understands his strength. Riley Meredith likes to hit the deck. Speak about how good a truer surface this is. And that's a Jazz 5G Super 6 if ever there was one.
This is the first game that Stephen Smith played just over 30. Comeback there from Riley Meredith after going for 10 runs off his first 2 deliveries, just getting a bounce a little bit more. Back trace on Stephen Smith. On the toe of the bat. First time we're seeing it on PSL. The bat trace. And well played. Well, a misfield. Doesn't cost them a run. You can see just the fielders out there just trying to encourage everyone. Come on, let's lift the standards, no fumbles.
It's always important to recognise when things are against you, how do you change the momentum? It just takes 1 or 2 good deliveries, recognising the conditions. Listened to an interview with Jason Gillespie in the mid-innings break, and he spoke about that hard leg, but more importantly, the change of pace that we saw. That was probably the hardest delivery really to line up. You set your fields accordingly. It's also important as well.
Oh, bottom edge, past the keeper. They can't prevent the 4. This is an expensive over.
Yeah, fortuitous for Farhan. It's that hard length again that we know he loves to target. Looking for that leg side and he'll take all that comes his way.
Aggressive batting tonight. Already going at the required run rate. little bit of outswing there for Meredith. Another single. 2 overs gone. It's 22 without loss.
Okay, that changes everything.
उनके पॉइंट्स कितने हैं?
अरे वो नहीं क्या है बॉल
अरे वो तो लेकिन
तुम्हारा फोन है या खिलौना है यार लो वो फोन किसी काम का नहीं जिसमें ड्रिबल्स नहीं क्रिकेट का असली ऐप ड्रिबल्स डाउनलोड ना
Change of bowler. Are you into the attack? Stephen Smith just looking around the field, work out where he can get his boundaries. Swatted away. Over the fielder, it was straight to the deep square leg, but got enough on it. Another 6.
Yeah, it's a second 6 already tonight. Recognizing that, well, this is a good wicket. Doesn't need to worry too much about turn. Just about committing to your option and relying solely on the execution. It's a sting 6. Sting strike 6.
Mohammed Cap for highest run getter and Fazal Mahmood Cap for leading wicket taker will have their homes powered by indirect solar energy. Oh, very well bowled. Beautiful line and length. Really is. I mean, if they can get a wicket in the power play, but also just strip the damage in this first 6 overs. And that's swatted away, but will only be a single. But the danger side is, danger sign, I should say, for the Kingsman is that they are up around that 10 runs and over that we've seen all night. Oh, and he's gone again. He's got that one even better. That's his third 6 of the night. Stephen Smith has started very, very well. 37 without loss.
Watch all the live action from HPL PSL 11 on Crickbuzz 2.
Is the new bowler, so We're into the fourth over, and we've seen 4 different bowlers. That's exactly what Sultans did as well for the first 4 overs. Off the toe of the bat. Well, is it off the toe of the bat? It's gone for 6. It is raining runs here in Lahore.
Tournament sixes have been outstanding already. So Jay Duff's early shot. And he's recognising his intent is to try and hit the stumps off the length. Gives himself a little bit of room beautifully to access that offside. It's the strength of his. Doesn't matter if the field is up on the fence, he's going to clear them easily.
Oh, and that is hit very, very hard as well. Smashed it hard and straight. 4 more.
Well, we've only had 21 deliveries in this innings so far, and we've seen 4 sixes as well as 3 boundaries already. Another Pepsi stronger 4. Man, oh man, are they going one in this power play.
That's smashed away as well. That's going to be 4 runs too. That's the 50 up already. For the Sultans, unbelievable start.
Well, when you're chasing 226, you certainly want to make sure that you capitalise on the power play. And these 2 are certainly doing so. 51 of 22 deliveries, certainly creating a few headaches for Marnus Labuschagne.
Really slowed that up. Straight to the fielder. KFC score a scholarship. KFC is awarding higher education scholarships to deserving students for every 6 hit during HBL PSL 11. Leg by Heat to finish that over, so they are flying at the moment. 52 without loss after 4.
अरे तो शादी के बाद पहनेगी ना वो आज से ही बचपना खत्म हुआ
2 for 4, and all they can do is watch as this one sails over as well. Chana has come on and is dispatched.
Don't want to take anything away from batsmanship, but this is a seriously good batting stroke. So it doesn't matter whether the ball is hitting the toe end of the blade or the middle of the splice that's going, it's flying over. And off to a brilliant start here, Multan Sultans.
The field is deep on the leg side. Well, it's that time of night, isn't it? Time for the guests to enjoy cricket with Pakistan's #1 tea brand, Tapal Ganadar, at the Tapal Tea Lounge. Sit back and relax. Just watch out, cricket balls are coming. Now both batters, Mahan and Smith, striking over 200, close to 200. Smith across the line, straight to the fielder. Disappointed.
absolute disregard of which way the ball is spinning or turning. Because what they've done so well is to just plant that front foot and hit it across the line and with magnificent effect and impact. That's how good this surface has been. Dixon is a world beater. He's renowned for bowling great spells with the new ball, and he's been taken to the cleaners so far. Look at this. One goes over the infield for another gigantic six. The fun continues. It's a great catch, by the way. The ball boy becomes an instant hero.
Each lost the plot just a little bit. Kingsman have lost the plot. It's because Sada Farhan and Steve Smith are losing balls at will. Beautiful shot. This is beautiful catch for Tuckers.
It's interesting. The first two games for the Hyderabad Kingsmen, they just didn't have many runs to defend. Or sorry, when they were first bowling up. The fact that the 130 odd runs, it's important now that they've got this opportunity with runs on the board to be able to really bowl in tandem. And can they get us an over of 10 and under? That would be a win right now.
That's another glittering shot. And the fun continues for Multan Sultans. Manas, where are you? Awesome overs, mate. 71 without a wicket.
Watch all the live action from HPLP SL11 on Crickbuzz 2.
Well, even Steven at the moment. Last over of the power play. And work for the leg side.
This is the second over of pace, and just one of the spinners themselves falling into the good wicket trap of trying to bowl too quickly as opposed to just bowling a little bit slower, trying to miss the middle of the bat. You will be hit, you will be met, or you give yourself more of a chance. If you can vary your pace, taking the pace off, they go quicker and quicker as spinners. Slow down to the bat nicely. Muhammad Ali, can he throw the first punch for the Kingsmen?
Maybe. Oh, what an effort! Time Ayub, so athletic in the field, took the ball, realised he was going over, and palmed it back.
These guys are very good at such stuff these days. Athleticism and his very best presence of mind to go with brilliant athleticism. Have a look at it. Like a goalkeeper saving a six. There's nobody close to him to throw it back into play for a catch, but what a glorious save. Really was brilliant.
He's up and about, isn't he? Which is good. They need him to fire with bat, with ball, and in the field. Been quiet the last few games tonight. Maybe the turning point for him. Grunt. You can grunt all you like, but if you put the ball on the slot, it is going to be put away.
It's like playing on a slot machine. Really. Easy peasy. The cut
cutter attempted, but at pace. So it wasn't exactly a slow delivery. It really was pacey, pace on the ball, and it traveled on the way. Great balance and pace to hit that flat one.
Got to remember that Farhan has scored the most T20 runs since the start of 25. Just under 2,500 and a strike rate of 150. Again, top edge and it flies away. A couple of bounces and another 4.
Faster he comes, the faster he goes. Sada Farhan is in imperious form, not only for a game, but for a year.
Pepsi goal for a cause. Pepsi is contributing towards empowering women's cricket in Pakistan, helping equip future stars with the gear and support they need to rise.
He'll change, take a point into the circle, and mid-on goes back to Lamont.
Through. Got a touch on it. But we'll still come back for 2.
This was a magnificent piece of fielding, really was. Seen teams struggle once the flow is taken away from their grasp. They struggle to claw back into the game now. How will the Kings or the Kingsmen maintain their presence? That's going to be tough. It's such a beautiful surface. You've got to do something out of the ordinary. That's why I feel that there is a little bit of scope for a leg spinner to come and bowl, because they need to uncouple this bat. Absolutely necessary to uncouple it. After 683 without a wicket, it's been a massive power play show.
Okay, that changes everything.
मुझे पॉइंट्स कितने हैं? आई डोंट नो क्या है बॉलिंग वो तो लेकिन ये तुम्हारा फोन है या खिलौना यार वो फोन किसी काम का नहीं जिसमें ग्रिल बज लगे क्रिकेट का असली ऐप ग्रिल बज डाउनलोड ना
Centuries in the last 15 months. That's the number to look at. Next closest, Tim Seifert with 2. Actually, Nicholas O'Shea had 3. And Abhishek Sharma 3. I need to read down the ladder. Minus Labuschagne. He's going to go leg spin. You called for it.
I'm predicting a wicket now. Because the way these guys are hitting across the line, the leg spinner is definitely in play.
Labuschagne to Smith. This is a nice little matchup. Go big or go home with life-size J-Dot bottles. This is content swinging straight for a crawl. Create your video, tag at j.fragrance.cosmetics. Win, hashtag win a crawl with J-Dot. Really flat. He actually releases the ball from such a low trajectory.
Yeah, this is one of those things that if we remove the antics and the person from the bowling, another milestone for Saibsada Farhan. 750 in the KSL. More runs for that tally since 2025. The most informed T20 batter in the world. Continues his good form today as well.
Calls it for catch. It is going to land short and they will come back for two. So even though he beat him in flight, it didn't go to hand. Well, Carlos is in for this. Selfie moment with Vigotel smartphone. Vigotel Pakistan is the official smartphone partner of this PSL season.
It's priceless to have the opening pair in such great form because the pressure is off, especially in a run chase situation. We've got 19 7 overs. I mean, the rest looks like a child's play. Just play percentage cricket. And this chase could be yours. Tremendous strike force has become. 50 of just 25 balls. Nailed it.
Well, he's nailed this one as well. Another six. Rajabfoodshow into that slot area. It's 94 without loss.
Okay, that changes everything.
मुझे पॉइंट्स कितने हैं? अरे वो तो क्या है? बॉल पर वो तो लेकिन ये तुम्हारा फोन है या खिलौना है यार? वो फोन किसी काम का नहीं जिसमें ड्रिबल्स लगे क्रिकेट का असली ड्रिबल्स डाउनलोड ना
Partnership at the top for Multan Sultans. 42 deliveries, 94 runs, and they're still not done. Simon Yu tosses it up. And all he can do is watch that ball sail over into the stands.
It's all because Carlos Beltrade has joined us, because it's playing a Carlos-like knocker. A Calypso innings and really has made in top gear. Effortlessly out of the crease and airlifting it beautifully.
I love the fact that Steve Smith has decided to come and play this HBL PSL. He still hopes and wishes to be in that Australian team at the LA 28 games. He was bitterly disappointed that he wasn't selected in the recent T20 World Cup. I think his skill set is what the Australian team really did need.
Yeah. There often is a lot of talk about antics surrounding this battle. And when you look at the calm, the composure, the stroke play, the back speed, when you strip back the game and remove the antics, it's a pure batter. It shows in Test cricket, and he's added power to his game in T20 when he's opening batting. It's kind of freed him a bit to get the chance to start quickly with the power play, and he has that penchant for big runs. Is continuing to evolve. They know you can say that about one of the best players of our generation, but it's true.
Also, he must be in competition with himself. It's not only playing for Australia. You want to test your skills also as a T20. That's where you want to grow as a T20 asset. And we know that what kind of quality we're seeing in Smith. Absolutely possessed, it appears.
Re-bowl that.
That's the best way to go to Smith.
Probably just to re-bowl it, mate.
Single wide. No, double wide, but just single wide. Timing and the placement and the way with The style of his hitting actually is so watchable, heartwarming actually.
If you look at
This,
this,
by the way, has been the third fastest 100 opening stand in HBL PSL history.
yeah, just having a look at the six again. How easy he uses his feet, pure back swing. There's a lot to love about his game.
Well, he is hiding it outside the off stump, which is the right thing to do. Club Pepsi. What a lively atmosphere in Club Pepsi. Feel like going there and enjoying myself. Really? Do I? Okay, I do.
You beat Douglas as well.
I'll just borrow yours. You came in today with the sunnies on. I said, there's a sunny inside the commentary box.
That's his style.
Stay, got it. Slapped, straight, chance, and dropped. Irfan Niazi puts his hand up, blames the lights again. That cannot be your excuse.
Absolutely. Even though he's a gun fielder, really is a special fielder. But you've got to adjust. This game is all about it, adapting and adjusting. And there he got it, and then it popped out of his ground. Got to look at the ball actually. He's not really focused on the ball.
Time knowing full in the leg stump. So that is a good over, really, except for the 6 at the start, 10 runs from it, 104 after 8.
Hi everyone, so today I'm so excited to show you guys something. Kebab Khana.
Oh, Stephen Smith, he's going to be out. Oh, didn't they need that? Stephen Smith. Niazi takes the catch in the end after a let-off in the previous over, but eventually, Amir Sahel, they get the breakthrough.
Oh, they worked so hard. They used 7 bowlers to get that. And it was Mars Sadaka who forced Steve Smith to miscue that one. Hit the ball straight to the fielder, no mistakes. But he did his part, a quick fire, 46. Unable to team with a good start, 1 4 for 1.
Down the stretch for 6, that's right in the ground. No response. Magnificent for his time innings. That is
Yeah, for once, he was grand. Instead of going long off, laid against the turn, there was a bit of deviation off the surface, and that was more than enough for the bowler to strike. Now still, the problem remains. This is a batter's first pitch, and at the same time, there is plenty of dew around. Oh, you got to feel for the bowlers. The problem remains for Kingsman.
I think Stephen Smith was really enjoying himself out there too. He was furious when he got out. A single. The Jazz fan pulse question is now live on the Jazz website. Go to www.fanpulse.jazz.com.pk. Answer the question and win exciting prizes. Which bowler recorded the fastest ball? 154 Ks. Wow. Outside edge. Oh no. That's Riley Meredith who has dived past that. And Philippi is away with the boundary.
This is one sport where, as a batsman, you make a mistake and you get rewarded for it, instead of penalized. And we see the batter in the air.
That is a beautiful cricket shot. A very, very nice cricket shot. One of the best of the night. 114 for one.
Watch all the live action from HPLP SL11 on Crickbuzz 2.
What a shot that was. Last delivery of the last over. Look at that footwork. Simplicity of pleasure. And as a cricket fan, you get visceral satisfaction when you watch such a stroke. Yes, there have been plenty of sixes being hit, but that shot was something else.
On the boundary. So even though a wicket has fallen, the run rate just continues to where it needs to be. They're in front of the rate.
Oh, the batters are fully charged. They are sprinting towards the target which is being set by the Kingsman. It wasn't that short, but still good enough for Shahzada Farhan to pull it. He's sighting the ball back.
Backup competition, Osaka edition. Like and follow Osaka Battery's Facebook, Instagram page. Answer a simple question and get a chance to win exciting prizes. Again, he's so quick on his feet, Amir, and what I love too, he stays really low because there's not much bounce.
He's one of the very few Pakistani batsmen who is very efficient at the back foot. You see most of the Pakistani batsmen, they convert themselves on the front foot. And for me, that's where he makes the difference. Economy of footwork. Not committing himself on the front foot.
Philippi coming off a half century in his first game. PSL tries to go big, but I think he's going to be out. And he's out. Marnus Labuschagne is not going to drop that. Well, he looked dangerous while he was there, Josh Philippi, but he's gone now.
Finally, a joy for Sam Ayub as a bowler. He's been struggling to bring any impression on the batters, but this time around, he was able to deceive the batter with a flight. There was no force behind that stroke. It went into the orbit, well judged by the captain Labuschagne, and wicket number 2 for the Kingsman. It's Josh Philippi who perishes after scoring 9, 120 for 2.
Okay, that changes everything.
उनके पॉइंट्स कितने हैं? अरे वो तो क्या है? अरे वो तो लेकिन ये तुम्हारा फोन है या खिलौना है यार? लो। वो फोन किसी काम का नहीं। जिसमें ग्रिल बज नहीं। क्रिकेट का असली यार ग्रिल बज डाउनलोड हो गया।
Shan Masood is off the mark. As we said, Amir, Philippi looked good while he was there, but just didn't quite middle this one.
Yeah, he wasn't able to find the middle of the bat. And the contact was at the bottom of the bat, and that's why there was no force behind that score. He's been out of favour in this format. Shan Masood. Here's an opportunity for him to make his mark. Stage is set. Halfway through. 123 for 2.
सर मेरी स्टोरी आपकी नहीं सिर्फ हमारे उसके उसके आपको स्टोरी चाहिए होती है दिस इज हाउ स्टोरी शुड बी
So the Sultans need 10 runs and over from here. They've only lost 2 wickets. Been an excellent run chase so far. Small ball, and that's not quite going to go for a 4. Let's go to Zainab, who's got a Hamari hero with her. Zainab.
सुल्तान बहादुर अजीज मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं जिन्होंने अपना नाम टेंट पेगिंग एंड ऑफ रोड रैली रेसिंग में कमाया। ये बताएं सुल्तान कि किस किस्म की स्किल चाहिए होती है? बड़ी डिफरेंट स्पोर्ट आपने टेक अप की टेंट पे।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, थैंक यू सो मच हैविंग मी हियर। बिल्कुल जी, टेंट पेगिंग में आप अगर एक गुड राइडर हैं, अच्छे आप राइडर हैं, तो डेफिनेटली आप अगर मेहनत करेंगे अपने स्किल्स पे तो यू मस्ट हैव अ गुड टेंट पेगर एज वेल। तो अगर हम बात करें जी, अभी हमारी जो पाकिस्तान नेशनल टेंट पेगिंग टीम है, तो जो हमारे प्रेसिडेंट हैं, जो प्रेसिडेंट थे हमारी इक्वेस्ट्रियन फेडरेशन के साहिबजादा सुल्तान मोहम्मद अली, तो उनकी बड़ी एफर्ट थी। उनका एक ड्रीम था कि हम पाकिस्तान नेशनल टीम को ओलंपिक्स में लेके जाएं, और मैं इसके क्रेडिट देना चाहूँगा क्योंकि हमारी जो फेडरेशन है वो अंडर द अम्ब्रेला ऑफ पाकिस्तान रेंजर्स पंजाब है, तो डीजी रेंजर और पूरी एक टीम वर्क है, उनकी बड़ी मेहनत है इस हवाले से जी।
4 गोल्ड मेडल्स आपने ऑलरेडी अचीव कर लिए हैं, तो कहाँ ये गोल्ड मेडल आपको?
मैंने जी लास्ट ईयर आई वाज गोल्ड मेडल इन ओक्लाहोमा यूएसए, और जो ब्रेडफोर्ड में एक हमारा लेजरबाजी का इवेंट था इंग्लैंड में, उसमें भी मैं पहले नंबर पे था। फिर एल्सबेरी इंग्लैंड में था जी, और 2023 में डरबन में साउथ अफ्रीका में भी मैंने टीम में विन किया जी।
ग्लोबली आपने अपना नाम बनाया, लेकिन ऑफ रोड रैली रेसिंग बड़ी डिफरेंट एक स्पोर्ट है। उसे तो उसमें डिफरेंट स्किल चाहिए, वहाँ पे क्या क्या रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं?
बिल्कुल जी, दोनों एक्सट्रीम स्पोर्ट हैं और हॉर्स टू हॉर्स पावर, तो हम भी शुरू से बचपन से रेज़रबाजी में थे, तो फिर ऑफ रोड रैलीज में आ गए। तो जो मेन पर्पस है वो ये है कि हम जो पाकिस्तान का सॉफ्ट इमेज है वो ग्लोबली दिखा सकें, और ऑफ रोड रैलीज में भी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्लाह ताला ने बड़ी इज्जत दी, और हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हम डाकार लेवल पे पाकिस्तान को रिप्रेजेंट करें इंशाल्लाह।
थैंक यू सो मच सुल्तान, वी विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट। दोनों स्पोर्ट्स में जो आप इन्वॉल्व हैं, उम्मीद ही करते हैं इसका आपको और कामयाबी हो।
आमीन, थैंक यू सो मच।
So 125 for 2. I think they may be just going upstairs to have a look. I mean, it looked like 2 completed runs to me. There were 2 direct hits as well. But yeah, the umpire's just having a look just to be sure, but I don't think the batsmen have anything to worry about. There's the broken stumps.
Keep rolling. Is it the second one, right? Second one? Just roll back. The second one. Okay, batter has made his ground as the, I can see the batter has made his ground before the ball is the stumps on the off. So satisfied my decision.
An easy decision for the third umpire, John Masood. Gotta be careful here. You cannot afford to eat up so many deliveries here, especially on a pitch like this. Might break the momentum.
Just the single there for Shah Masood, who has to be said, I mean, he's been disappointing since 2024 in the PSL. 14 innings, 191 runs at 13.6, strike rate of 100, highest score of 36.
Yeah, he has struggled in this format, but how about these guys? They have done a fantastic job. They have prepared ideal pitches for this format. And how about this outfield lightning quick? Although there has been rain around. My word, it's a belter.
Might have to bowl that one again, yes, wide, slow ball and drag down. The answer is, here, yes. I still think I might be able to get a couple of runs even at the ripe old age of 54. Out there, it is a beauty of a trap.
If ever, as a batsman, you want to make a comeback, you need a surface like this. No pressure, no deviation of the surface as well.
I made a brief comeback in the Australian summer for a team in Melbourne, and I lasted one ball before I ruptured my Achilles tendon, so no more cricket for me, I'm here. Oh, that's a big hit, is it? Or is it going to get over the fielder? It does! 6 runs! I thought the fielder had a chance there for a while. Ends of the 11th, 135 for 2.
भारत ने और चुनाव कर उसे लगता है वो होता है, लेकिन नहीं।
उस गाड़ी में एक लड़की की लाश मिली। Do not say I should lead this apology.
into the attack.
Multan Sultans struggle to find a boundary, which is the requirement at the moment for Multan Sultans. But Shahzada Farhan compensated for it. It was influential to bring that smile on the faces of the spectators.
There's the equation, 90 from 53 deliveries. It's going to be a close finish, you feel. Just a single. KFC helps make moments memorable with your Yars. Order KFC and enjoy Yari moments at home. KFC makes every moment a Yari moment because Yari KFC Wali. Away, just a single again. So this is what the Kingsman to be hoping. Just for one or two quiet overs, Amir, then the run rate does go straight up.
Try and keep Sham Rasool on strike. He's relatively young at the crease. Not into that rhythm. That might bring a lot of pressure on Shahzada Farhan to find boundaries. So far, a good over. Free hit for fans. Winner prize. It's a contest. Answer the questions, the right ones, and you'll be rewarded. Match 6 winner, it's Haramun Abrar. Congratulations.
So just the 4 runs off this over so far. Masood on strike, 8 off 8. He's let it go. Just inside that blue line, that's an indicator for the umpires. Well bowled. Dot ball.
We got into this over quite efficiently. Last ball.
Can he get out of this over, Shana? Well, on to wide. Tried to, I think, fire it into the feet and just got a little bit too down leg side. Still been a good over. Nervous coach. Smashed away. There's that extra delivery, the wide ball. And it's gone for 4. 144 for 2 after 12. Tapal, Danadar, strategic break now. See you soon.
Okay, that changes everything.
उनके पॉइंट्स कितने हैं? अरे वो तो क्या है? वो तो लेकिन ये तुम्हारा फोन है या खिलौना है यार? वो फोन किसी काम का नहीं जिसमें ग्रीन बस नहीं क्रिकेट का असली ग्रीन बस डाउनलोड now.
live action from HBLP SL11 on Cricketbuzz 2.
.144 for the loss of 2. Multan Sultans seamlessly cruising towards the target. 82 of 48 balls on a surface that is tailor-made for a run chase situation. Sabzada Farhan once again hogging the limelight with belligerent hitting. Simply 3 of 38. 6 fours, 5 sixes. Hyderabad desperately looking for another blow. Now that's more like it. JP, face off the ball.
Yeah, you feel that was the order of the day in that first innings. Whenever they were under pressure, they reverted to pace off. And more important is the length that is so critical in trying to execute that skill. They've been found wanting here, the Kingsman. It's been hard going by. The margin for error is so small. Take nothing away from Farhan. It's been simply outstanding.
This is the highlight of the innings. The Osaka power run. Forget about Sabzada Farhan. Fully charged like a fresh battery at 100%. Maybe not 100%, but 96%. Still good enough. Nice delivery. Yorker full length. Once again, terrific piece of running. This really is clever. Maintaining good health, fitness at the crease is Sabzada Farhan. Well, some would say he's only faced 40 balls. But it's the pressure of the innings that can slow you down as well. But just speed, firing on all cylinders.
Been an innings of great substance, the ability to hit all around the ground, the use of the feet, the use of the crease. It's been great conviction in his intent, the options that he's used, and more importantly, he's executed.
On the bounce to the fielder at long on. The other thing that has been so noticeable regarding his batting is that he hasn't improvised at all. So it's just been proper batting with straight, mostly with straight face of the blade. The plan is good. I think this is just about perfectly delivered on a good batting surface there. Has a bit of bounce. And forced into a desperate mode from ball number 1 to ball number 42. Bit of cover up in the ring. There's a chance for Sean really to go straight. He's put an on drive. There's prediction for that on drive. He's batted sensibly. It was all about maintaining discipline, not losing wickets. Partnership of 28 from 21, but Sabzada gave them such a great head start that it's not really troubling them at all. Slow side, but things are under control. Player a miss. But they've gone for the appeal. The keeper looks very, very keen and may just engage the captain to go for a DRS. What is he thinking? Manas? Yeah, they go for it.
King umpire to director, we have player review for fourth. All field decision is not out. It's a fair delivery for the first. Ball pass close to the back. Need to check the without range. Outrage is building left and right. Standing by for outrage is building. Keep rolling. I can see a flat line as the ball passes the bat, satisfied. No batting one. Definitely stay with your no-hurry decision. Stand like out, single line.
You read it well. After 13, 148 for 2.
Okay, that changes everything.
मुझे पॉइंट्स कितने हैं?
आई डोंट नो क्या है बॉल
अरे वो तो लेकिन
ये तुम्हारा फोन है या खिलौना है यार लो
वो फोन किसी काम का नहीं जिसमें गेमर्स नहीं क्रिकेट का असली ऐप गेमर्स डाउनलोड now.
Farhan 76 of 43. missed it. The keeper was messy behind the stumps. It was bowled wider of the stumps, and somehow he crossed it.
Yeah, certainly did him in the air. It was the quicker one, the on ball. Advancing down the crease, but more importantly, he bowled it wider. That allowed for him to miss it, but more importantly, it was an opportunity going to begging.
And the response is a good one from Shan Masood. Just politely reminding the keeper that you made a massive mistake in the slot. That stumping chance didn't really bother him at all. That's the mindset of Generation C these days.
Yeah, it brings up the 150 as well. 75 meter 6, recognizes the line, steps across to give himself an opportunity to access the leg side. And more importantly, gets another maximum for his team. He's first of the night.
Are they going to change the ball? Well, Mohanas is trying to fight the case. They want an older ball at this stage of the innings. The lanes when it went all the way for 6. The case is being scrutinized. Mohanas Lavishane is trying to monitor the change of ball. Umpire, the officiating umpire, is asking the players ready to move away from the action. It's their domain, and he's decided on a ball that will be handed back to Mons. In the meantime, let's enjoy some of the meaty blows. Sabzana Farhan was unstoppable with 6s.
Yeah, the ability to access all around the ground was certainly on display. Using the crease laterally from time to time to free his arms. Whenever he got an opportunity to swing that willow, that he did. 5 illustrious maximums. It's been absolutely brilliant.
Reload that, please. Roll it down the leg side. Big shot down the ground for a glorious score. This is awesome from Shan Masood. A 6, followed by a great straight drive for 4.
Shan Masood certainly needing to find some momentum. Hasn't quite got it yet in this innings before this over. He gets the maximum and now dominates yet again straight down the ground.
Goes big again, doesn't connect properly, has it? Yes, gone all the way, flown over the fence for 6. What a great over. You pay the price for missing him. Stumping chance missed, and he's gone berserk. 2 6s and a 4.
Talk about moments in the game that can really change the outcome. And one feels that stumping will be frowned upon and looked back and thought, oh well, that was an opportunity. He certainly capitalized on the lifeline and going along his merry way.
So loving the change of ball. This time is swept, finds the fielder perfectly. Hassan Khan there making no mistake. But I think he's dented the opposition quite badly. Shan Masood, 29 he got of 16. Multan on their way to chase this down. They need 61 in 37 balls, but a real good innings from Shan Masood.
Yeah, more important, the over in the context of the game, of really just gaining momentum, 17 already from it. And unfortunately, finds the man on the deep square leg fence. Yeah, that tells a story. He is disappointed. He found the middle of the bat. But he's given his team some impetus. 29 of 60 deliveries. Multan Sultans, 165 for 3.
Ashton Turner, the captain, is in and gets going straight away with a single. Sabzada pushes him for the second and gets there just in time. 14 overs have been bowled, 3 down to 167.
Because every player is looking at the coming into their hands, doing it.
Solution. Lights one, that's gone aerial for a massive 6. Sajada Farhan has been in great hitting form. Tonight has been his night.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't matter whether they lost the wicket. They understand the context. He recognizes the option. It's Labuschagne who brings himself back on. But it's an option that he's found great success with already tonight. He gets his 6th maximum tonight.
Sixes and sevens, minus Labuschagne. Anything that is pitched up is gone. 12 fours, 12 sixes. 6 of those 6s belonging to Sajada Farhan, and we have a Kapati moment for you as well. Kapal Danada. It's a different Kapati lunch. He's warming up to the task. Only 44 balls for his 82, 6 sixes. This is how Shan Masood got up.
You feel that he played his part and got the momentum back into his side's favour. That over 17, 18 runs in fact from that over.
It's too flat. Hasn't flighted the ball because even the flatted trajectory is gone all the way over the rope plenty of times. 1.2 overs, none for 18 minus. If they can get rid of Sajada Farhan at this stage, 52 in 34 balls, he could have a close finish. Fazlur Rahman is the winner. Exchange on Golden Coin winner. Goes straight, goes big, goes for 6. So what's new? Really is electrifying stuff.
Yeah, the intent that these two are showing, they certainly would have had a conversation to recognize, well, here's an opportunity to really close the game out. Try and win the game in this over. Marnus Labuschagne, not necessarily renowned for bowling his leg spin in T20 cricket, brings himself back on. While in these two, they certainly know how to hit the ball out the park. And that man on form, Paran, he is not going to wait for a second invite.
He's already scored 6 T20 hundreds in his last 15 innings. Sorry, in last 15 months. 193 is the strike rate. Really has been seamless progress, as if he's having an extended net session out there. Very instinctive, very natural, and very much on. They're rebooting the field, maybe getting rid of the cat in the field. Three men in the ring on the offside. One on the leg side. It's a faster ball that is smashed straight to the fielder.
Yeah, the big question is now in the last 5 overs, who does he turn to? Oh no. Salt into the wounds for the captain, Marnus Labuschagne. He's taken a bit of stick in this over. He's gone for 15 already and dishes up a no ball.
It's a one-handed hit. That'll be taken by the fielder at the deep. It's a free hit. They rush back for 2. And Marnus takes his frustration out of the ball.
Yeah, I was just talking about who does he turn to in the last 5 overs, particularly in the next 2. He needs to try and win the momentum back.
Up it into the gap for 4. Excellent batting, great placement. Marnus has gone for plenty, 21 runs in that over. And Multan within touch.
Watch all the live action from HPLP SL11 on Crickbuzz 2.
Dictionary is patted away for a run, so the strike is once again back with Sabzada Farhan. 7 sixes, 7 fours. This is the last ball hit. One-handed cut shot. On 95. Looks like a single on 96. Approaching his 9th ton in T20 cricket. Babar Azam has the most, 11. Sabzada Farhan, the second most. Talk about a round getting hit after so many balls, a dot ball being bowled after so many balls. And that's how rare the dot deliveries have been in this innings. All bowlers have been collared by Sabzada Farhan. It's gone, is walking. Good catch behind the stumps. Usman Khan takes one. It's the skipper Turner who is out of there.
Yeah, I mentioned that who is the option that Labuschagne turns to, particularly in the early parts of the back end, needing to get a wicket. He turns to the experience of Mahish Dikshana, and he delivers. Even though you feel, yes, it's still in Multan Sultan's favour, it's a breakthrough that is needed for Hyderabad. Turner goes for 4. It's 190 for 4.
Arafat Minas to face the first ball of his innings, and he's off the mark straight away. A little late on the ball. Ashton Turner in 2 minds probably, clearing the front leg, wanted to probably heave it down the ground, and it was flat and wide. Feather edge to the key. Another single down the ground. 197, 192 for 4.
Just 3 away from a magnificent century in this run chase. He's on strike. Oh, that's a wide. No problems calling that one. Okay, you have 30 minutes to answer the Jazz Fun Pulse question. Go to www.fanpulse.jazz.com.pk, answer the question and win some exciting prizes. Lisa Stalaker, Wasim Akram are with me for these last 4 overs. Is there another twist? Wasim?
The only way they can be twist if they lose 2 quick wickets. Otherwise, they are cruising. Farhan is looking great, 3 away from his 9th century. He's taking his time. He's got plenty of time, no rush whatsoever. They almost need to run it over. Run a ball, I suppose. 32 of 23 deliveries. It's tough for bowlers, doesn't matter how experienced you are. There's a lot of crew factor tonight, especially when they came out to bowl Hyderabad Kingsman. And this is the first time we've seen dew in this PSL. And lots of it.
combine that with a very good pitch. It is tough for the bowlers. In the air, dropped. It looked like a really good effort. Got a hand to it, but couldn't take the catch or prevent the boundary.
Tikshana there in that crucial position. And no doubt every one of his teammates was saying, fly boy, fly, get up there. He needed a wicket. Oh, tippy toes. And fingertips, yeah, and a missed opportunity.
Good try. He was obviously going in to save a single, especially against a new veteran. And in the end, boundary for Multan.
Well bowled. Very well bowled. Okay. Winner Craw with J. Dot challenge. Not just style, this is your shot at a craw. Create your video, tag at j.fragrances.cosmetics, use hashtag winner craw with J. Dot, and by the end of the tournament, you could be a craw party. T's and C's apply.
Get in there, guys. 1 crore. So about 50 grand, Aussie.
We'll take it. Beggars can't be choosers.
Very, very nice shot. One bounce for.
Well, Arafat Minas, the last game, 25 of the 11 deliveries. 1-6, 1-4. He came in and had such a big impact. And now he's doing it again. He's not leaving it up to Farhan. That was wide in the slot and it was put away beautifully.
He has impressed all of us here, this young boy. Rajat Minas. In the first game he played, he got runs, he got wickets, took a couple of catches. 25 of 11 and then 2 wickets as well when he came out to bowl, left arm spinner. A very useful find for Multan.
That's been tucked away. Work to do. And couldn't prevent. That is another 4. This is a nice little innings here from Arafat as well, chipping in nicely.
Well, I wonder if the dew factor just assisted the ball there, because even the fielder coming around slid a fair distance, but wasn't able to control it yet. I think he scomed it as well. Unfortunately.
Effort by Masadaka, but all in rain. So boundary for Multan Sultans, required run rate just under 306.5. 6 wickets in hand, 1 batter is on 98, and fourth is looking dangerous. Inside out, 1 bounce to the fielder, they're going to come back for 2, maybe not. 15 runs from the over, 17 gone, 207 for 4.
This has been a magnificent run chase. 19 more off 18 required, and no run. No, don't need to get a run out now. waste the wicket, so another single to the total. Nothing stupid required. 18 off 17.
Well, and Farhan actually now gets a bit of a strike. Arafat has been in there and pretty much faced a string of deliveries. Farhan there on 98. Just 52 deliveries. Remember, his first game only scored 4. He's the biggest run scorer in T20 cricket since 2025.
Oh, he's hit it straight at the fielder. He probably thought for a brief second that there might have been 100.
Last 4 delivery and just scored 3 runs. I can understand they really run the whole new rush here. But in general, in this format, you just look for 100. Just go for it. Especially in the last 3-4 overs. And in a long run in this tournament or any tournament, net run rate can also matter.
And that's been just guided into the leg side for another single. So now he goes to 99, 17 required from 15 deliveries.
It's amazing what pressure can do sometimes, and self-imposed pressure as well, because milestones mean so much, but 100 in T20 cricket shouldn't mean the same as what it does in Test cricket.
In one-day cricket, you're absolutely right. What matters is the strike rate, how you win the games. I mean, his strike rate is incredible. 183, it was at one stage 200 plus.
Oh, that's hit. Well enough. That's going to be another 6 runs maximum. Only 11 required now.
This is a serious innings again from Arafat. This is to go with his 21 in his first game, and now he's able to replicate it. 3 4s and this mighty 6. They're up and about the Sultans.
What an innings again. 21 of just 8, strike rate 262. A very useful cricketer. He's a very good fielder too.
Slow ball. That's been spanked away as well. And it is foul! Ayub, the fielder out there, has just let it through his hands. Oh no.
That's all. Nothing is happening for Hyderabad Kingsman. Another frisbee from their main fielder, Ayub, at mid-wicket. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, picked up slow ball beautifully, controlled that shot. And yeah, straight ball. At this stage, at this level, you should be able to stop these deliveries. Poor fielding by Ayub.
Oh, that was an angry delivery. He shot the over. 219 for 4. Here we go, Farhan on 99. Oh, there it is. There it is. 9th century in T20 cricket. What a run chase it's been.
Yeah. Second on the ladder now. Number 1, Babar Azam with 11 T20 centuries. Then Saad Farhan, 9. What a performance. 55 ball 100, chasing the big total of 225. And they are cruising now. 5 runs required, 6 runs required from 11 balls with 6 wickets in hand. Arafat is playing a gem of an innings, 25 of 10. What a performance by Multan Sultans there.
Seriously, what is this guy eating for the last 15 months? 7 centuries in T20 cricket. Are we actually going upstairs and checking? I guess we are. So they did go upstairs, thinking that he may have just been caught up celebrating. In the end, he got his foot behind the line, so not out.
Good throw by the fielder, good thinking by the fielder. Luckily for Farhan, he was inside his crease and all for celebrating. Presence of mind, situation awareness is very crucial. Full toss, played it straight, there's a fielder there.
Content creation is finally bearing fruit. Vigo tell Pakistan giving every creator a chance to win big this PSL season. Well, this has been a great 100. Some serious content here. Pumps the air and gets a standing ovation from his teammates.
I like that he didn't panic at any stage. Yes, he got out of the blocks really quickly. Then he found his tempo and was probably always looking at the scoreboard. Louis, he didn't look at our masterclass on how to play it, did he?
Now, I'll give him a private lesson later.
I'd send him that video actually. I saw it. It was very good. Good job.
Thanks, Wazzy. Well, I had to learn how to teach it because a young man by the name of Sam Costas made his debut against India last summer and was ramping Bumrah. So then all the kids in Australia want to learn how to ramp. There is second to only Babar Azam with 9 centuries. Oh, that's it. That's it. What a way to bring up the win. Sensational run chase. It really was. There wasn't anything in this surface for the bowlers, but I tell you what, any time you are chasing 225 runs in a T20 game, that takes some real skill, and they remain undefeated.
Comfortable win. Controlled win by them. Like you said, Louis, doesn't matter the pitch, doesn't matter the situation, doesn't matter the conditions. 225 is a huge total in this tournament, and they won by 6 wickets comfortably. The last partnership between Arafat and Farhan, 37 of 19. Farhan won the 6 not out of 57. Arafat supported it beautifully. 26 of 11 with a strike rate of 236. So what a win by Multan Sultans.
When you look at the history of the HBL PSL, this is the 5th highest run chase, and the highest run chase here at the Gaddafi Stadium. So it shows you that the Multan Sultans are playing in an air of their own, really. They've got great stability all the way through their batting order. If some player doesn't step up, someone else does. They don't rely on 1 or 2 players. And we're only early in the tournament. You can see it already.
What a pressure on Hyderabad now. They played 3, they lost 3. And yes, early doors in this tournament, but they gained 3 games out of 10. It's a big ratio. So you've got to start winning now, otherwise you won't be able to qualify for the top 4.
Yeah, the Kingsmen now go to Karachi and have got a week off, so a chance to reflect on their first 3 games and work out how they can start winning some games because, as you said, was it? They don't probably win the next one. It's a real uphill battle after dropping their first 3 games. And now the winning runs, great style to finish off that run chase. And they've got something going here, the Sultans. They really have. Looks like they've got good chemistry and 2 from 2.
Combination, the bowling, the batting, the fielding, even the captain, everything is working perfectly fine for Multan Sultans. Last year, they won only 1 game out of 10. And this year, they started off 10 out of 10, 2 games, 2 wins, and this one was the best of the lot, winning by 6 wickets against Hyderabad Kingsman.
In terms of the batting for Multan Sultans, it was all about the opening pair of Farhan and Smith. They got them off to an absolute flyer. Yes, Josh Philippi didn't quite work today. He did score a 50-odd in the first game. Maksud, it was good to see him back in some form and finding the boundary with 29 or 60. But really, it is all about Farhan.
Yeah, I mean, it was set up with the start, that partnership between Farhan and Smith. 104 of only 50 deliveries really got them on the right path towards that final total. And you can see the constant there. There, 100 not out. Good contributions too from Masood, Turner, and Arafat as well, who's really impressed in his first couple of games of this PSL season 11.
The bowling struggled from Hyderabad Kingsman. We used about 7 bowlers. Shana, 38 for 1, probably picked up the bowlers with Hassan Ayub, 2 for 43. Mehmet for 40 was 3. Hassan went for Hassan and for 25 for a wicket. Ali expensive again, 3 overs over 39. Labashan, 2 overs 30 to 60, and was most expensive over from Hyderabad Kingsman. After 1 over.
Well, it's been a very high-scoring game. Match 8 here at Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. The Kingsmen won the toss, polled on 225 for 5. Hasn't been a night for the bowlers. Most bowlers going at over 10 runs per over, and in reply, the Sultans 227 for 4. Get them inside 19 overs. Can you believe a win by 6 wickets? Points table, 2 undefeated sides, Karachi and Multan, and Hyderabad, of course, down there. We mentioned that 3 games for no wins, so plenty of reflection to be done there. But early doors, every team plays 10 games, so we are still quite early on, and there's time to recover for Hyderabad. But a great start for Multan and Karachi. Quick break here. And on the other side, the presentation. We'll see you soon. It's so simple. He deserves it.
Look at this celebration. Brilliant. Back in the team, back in the wickets. Just take straight into the hands of this would go the distance. I respect that's gone before.
misfield.
Slow ball, he might have one, he might have one, he does. And he might have two. Straight up, straight to the captain. Twice in this happened.
Okay, that changes everything.
इनके पॉइंट्स कितने हैं? अरे क्या है? अरे बोल तो लेकिन ये तुम्हारा फोन है या खिलौना है यार? लो। वो फोन किसी काम का नहीं, जिसमें फिल्म बज रही है। क्रिकेट का असली
Good catch by Rajabfoodshow. And Akshay Patel getting it high. Once again, the swing over the field. Then Rizvi and Tristan Stubbs. Too many jumps. I would Stubbs was more composed. Rizvi was the more aggressive of the two. Between them, Rizvi over the guy number last time about. Martin came back and tried with the overspin. That went for 13. Shabazz for 16. Nokia had a 13-run over. We only have 140 and 20 extras. There was the pressure gone by the end.
The second ideal last century that will give him confidence for this season. Tristan Stubbs with an unbeaten knock and looks solidify the power in this Capitals batting lineup. A convincing win in the end, win by 6 wickets.
So there you are, that's how this game ended here in Lucknow. The Lucknow Super Giants 100.